Made it to the Woodbridge High School track at 5 a.m. and we got in 3 miles of warm up at easy pace. Cole's gonna put up the numbers for all you data junkies out there. I got a pretty good sweat on and we're going to switch shoes. I'm gonna spike up and we're gonna do some 400s today. All right, let's go. Tough session of speed repetitions, 4x400 and then 8x200, and they were quick. Whew.
Isn't the day so exciting? And when I wake up, I'm feeling brand new. All I can say is I look like new money, and the only thing I know is true. I owe it to you.
That was a very encouraging session this morning. I finally caught up to Evan, and I can keep up with her on the speed sessions. Cole is getting so strong now, and he's slowly inching away from us. Evan and I have to spike up to keep up with him, and he's definitely still stronger than us, even without spikes. We're running at paces now that are getting pretty quick, and each repetition distance is getting slightly longer as the weeks progress. To be honest, I was feeling a lot of pressure at about 350 meters, and I had to really focus in order to maintain my form and stay strong through the line. So we did our repetitions with full recovery in between them, and we started with 400s. The first rep was really tough, and we ended up doing that a little bit too slow, but we quickly rebounded and we were able to come back and do some quick 400s in the second, third, and fourth reps. The first rep was my fault. I'm not strong enough to lead out, and there was a headwind on one portion of the track, and I just could not hit the splits without draft. So Cole was gracious enough to lead out, and it made that second rep so much easier just sitting in his draft. I mean, it was night and day difference, so it helps a ton to have a training partner. So Cole had to work a little bit extra hard in the second, third, and fourth rep of 400s, and I ended up taking the lead during the 200s. We did 8 of those, and after a few reps, I'm not gonna lie, I was getting a little negative, thinking like, oh my gosh, we have so many more to go. I gotta do 5 more of these, and I was just so negative that I kind of got quiet. I didn't want to say anything because even if I tried to be positive, I felt like my voice wouldn't allow it. But it was funny because after we got halfway done and we were on the 5th rep, it felt easier. I was finishing a lot stronger. The last 50 meters of each rep didn't feel easy, but I just felt solid. Like I could maintain my form. I was up on my toes. I felt really bouncy throughout the entire 200-meter rep. And I felt like I was more like in the middle of a 400 rather than desperately trying to finish a 200. So this track session was very encouraging. I really feel we're in a good position moving to the later part of the week. On Saturday, when we're gonna do a VO2 max session of 400s with minimal recovery time in between. And I feel like we're kind of set up to be able to knock that one out of the park. I think our fitness is improving on a really nice trajectory, and I'm feeling really positive as we move into the later part of the week. Now tomorrow we got a tough tempo run tomorrow, and we're gonna try to squeeze that in right before DOMS sets in. So we got it scheduled right after the workout today. It's gonna be a tough one, but we just have to shake off the mental hurdles and just understand that we got the legs and we just gotta go out there and get it done. I just wanna shout out to all of my athletes who are on their base builds. I know it's a grind, but stay on it. But you're gonna be doing some fun, tough workouts real soon. Let's just get through these next couple of weeks. All right. Today, I'm gonna talk about the importance of periodization when it comes to developing your marathon game. Marathoning is all about distance running. It's about trying to get the endurance to travel 26.2 miles as quick as you can. But marathoners are tasked with an extra burden of trying to run their next marathon quicker than their last one. And that means that as a distance runner, we have to try to make some kind of improvement in our distance running game in order to get us to the line a little bit faster. We can certainly improve by running more distance and increasing our volume. However, because distance running has a nature of diminishing returns, we may find a lot of improvement at the beginning of our volume increase, but it slowly tapers off and our improvement reaches a plateau even with increased volume. So I went from running 50 miles a week to 70 or 80 miles a week, and I hit a plateau. I'm not improving anymore. And then how can I improve my marathon game? The answer is periodization. It's using different training macrocycles to focus on different skill sets. So one scenario could be going through a macrocycle of speed, developing some running economy or efficiency in your current weekly distance, and then moving into a base build in order to increase your weekly mileage. And then after attaining the weekly mileage objective, going back into another base build to add a little bit more speed at that volume, and then followed up with a fourth period or macrocycle of a marathon build, in which you may have several mesocycles built in as well, followed by a mesocycle or a period focused more on VO2 max and lactate threshold, and then finishing off with a final period focusing on race-specific preparation. So distance running is a little bit more complicated than just going out and running a bunch of miles or running as far as you can. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of volume and a lot of miles that go into being a marathoner. But finding the sweet spot of the right balance of intensity and volume is what will get you as far as you can and keep your development continuing and your marathon finishing times lower and lower and lower. So much gratitude for our Patreon team. Thank you so much. We cannot do it without you. Got Strava and Instagram? All right, let's go.
Like this video and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It helps out our channel a ton.
Thanks for coming with me all the way to the end of this talk about periodization and joining us for our really, really tough but rewarding speed session at the track this morning. I'm gonna go home and finish off my breakfast. I only got to eat half of it before coming out to take Evan to school. I hope you have a great day and a meaningful run. I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye now.